Every evening, Wren watched the lighthouse. Every evening, it answered back with its slow, faithful beam. But tonight it went dark.
Far past the towers, past the concrete and the noise, there was green. Open fields. He had only ever dreamed of them. Then, a flash of orange, movement, something alive in the dark coming straight toward him, fast. The fields were real. Cinder had seen them from the roof. One night's travel east. And they were going tonight.
Nobody invited Rue. Rue never waited to be invited. She'd heard everything. She was already going.
Sable had been listening from the shadows. She had been to the edge of this city before. She knew the way.
And then there was Wren, smallest of all, trembling slightly, but his copper eyes said, "Don't leave without me."
5 cats. 1 city. 1 horizon that smelled like grass and wind and everything they had never touched.
Ash ran. He always ran. 3 strangers meant 3 dangers. That's what 3 winters alone had taught him. The train hit without warning. The whole tunnel screamed. For 3 heartbeats, nobody moved. They were out, alive, dusty. Biscuit was already asking if they could go home. Nobody answered him.
The big one just looked at him. Warm copper eyes. No hissing. No threat. Just stillness.
Surrounded. 5 cats. 1 alley. And for the first time in 3 years, Ash had nowhere to run.
Then the alley lit up orange. The smell hit first, then the sound, low, rolling, wrong.
A warehouse fire, growing fast. And deep inside it, a sound that stopped every cat cold. A cry.
Kittens, somewhere inside that fire, trapped, crying.
Ember didn't wait for a vote. She ran straight for the fire. Because that's exactly who Ember was.
Ash stood frozen. Every instinct said flee. But something else was waking up. Something he'd buried long ago.
He didn't understand why. He just moved, forward, toward the fire, toward strangers, toward trust.
And just like that, 5 strangers became 1 team, racing into the impossible together.
Inside was chaos. Heat. Smoke. Wren went low, the smoke thinner near the floor. She scanned fast.
There, under the collapsed pallets, 3 kittens, terrified. 1 was already coughing.
The pallets wouldn't move. Coda hit them with his shoulder. Wren pushed beside him, still stuck. Above them, a beam caught fire. Then Ash saw it, a gap. Too small for the others, but not for him. This was why he was here.
3 tiny faces turned to him. Afraid, alone. And in that moment, Ash understood everything.
Above them, the main beam split. 10 seconds, maybe less. The whole ceiling was coming down.
Ember hit the stack left. Coda hit it right. Wren found the corner weakness. Push, push, push.
Keep pushing. Together. 1 more push.
Almost there! Push!
Ash guided the first one through. Then the second. 1 left. The smoke was getting thicker by the second.
The beam broke. Everything dropped. Coda roared and heaved.
The beam crashed. The pocket vanished. Ash was already through, the last kitten safe beneath his chin. They ran, all of them, 8 lives moving as one through the collapsing dark. The exit, 10 feet. 5. Now,
They hit the cold night air like a wave breaking. Free. All of them. Every single one. Free.
everyone breathed. The kittens trembled. Coda wrapped his tail around them. Ember pressed close. And Ash watched.
Wren sat beside him, didn't say a word, just sat, and Ash didn't move away.
Cosmo lay flat on the wet street and stared at the sky. Never, he announced to no one, doing that again.
And something happened then. Something that had been locked away for 3 winters, cracked open, just a little.
The smallest kitten walked straight to Ash. No reason, no logic, just trust, pure and complete.
Ash held very still. Then, slowly, he set his paw on that tiny back and breathed. 8 lives in a circle. 3 winters of running, ending here, in the oldest warmth in the world, belonging.
Ember looked at him straight. You came in, she said simply. That makes you one of us. He looked at each of them and saw not danger. For the first time in 3 winters, he saw something else entirely.
The city was vast. The night was cold. But on that one small street, something had changed forever. Morning came, and Ash walked into it differently. Head up, tail lifted, scar catching the sun like a badge.
Coda had decided the kittens were his. They had also decided Coda was theirs. The matter was settled. Wren watched from the wall. She always watched. But this time, what she watched made her quiet in a good way. Cosmo was teaching the kittens to look dangerous. He was very serious about this. The kittens were delighted. Ash's tail was flat on the warm stone, uncurled, open, 3 winters of fear just resting.
Ash let the sun hit his face. All of it. The scar and everything. He didn't look away. A courtyard. 8 lives. A gate that was open, not as a threat, but as a welcome.
The cream kitten chose his back for a nap. Ash froze. Then, didn't move. Not for anything.
He remembered what it was to be the small one, afraid, chased away. He would not be that to anyone. He wasn't the stray anymore. He was Ash. He had a name spoken with kindness. He had a place.